Royal Rumble! Tonight, in our main event, we will crown a new WWF Champion, but we've got a number of matches lined up before we get to that, so let's get started with our opening bout. Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo. Here we go, folks! Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo in a submission match that's going to be a technical clinic. Purrazzo, the submission savant, circling Storm, who's looking to use her athleticism to stay out of danger. Deonna pounces early, grabbing that arm, wrist lock applied, twisting like she's trying to unscrew it. Toni's wincing but flips out with a cartwheel. Unreal agility. The crowd's buzzing as Storm lands a quick forearm, but Purrazzo ducks, snaps her down, and locks in a Fujiwara armbar. Toni's in agony. That arm's being torqued, but she's fighting. Storm rolls to the ropes. No rope breaks in a submission match, but it buys her a second to breathe. Purrazzo's relentless, stomping that arm, setting up for the Venus de Milo. Toni fires back. A hip attack out of nowhere rocks Deonna. Storm shaking out that arm, gritting her teeth, and plants Purrazzo with a DDT to slow the pace. She's got to keep Deonna grounded to stay in this. Purrazzo's back on the attack, snaring Toni's arm again. Cross arm breaker locked in tight. Storm screaming, but she bridges up, powers out with raw strength. The fans are roaring. Toni counters with a flurry of strikes. Then a second hip attack in the corner. Purrazzo's staggered. Storm smelling blood, but that arm's got to be killing her. Deonna tries to regroup, lunging for another armbar, but Toni slips free, lands a snap suplex, and transitions. Oh, she's going for it. Storm zero setup, but instead, she's shifting to a submission. Toni's got Deonna down, wrapping her up in a modified cloverleaf. She's calling it the Storm Lock. Purrazzo's fighting, clawing for escape, but Toni's got it sunk in deep. That arm work from Deonna's taken its toll, but Storm's channeling the pain into this hold. Purrazzo's reaching, face contorted, and she taps. Toni Storm wins. What a war! Toni Storm defeats Deonna Purrazzo via submission with the Storm Lock at 13:02. What an opening match! I'm hearing that CM Punk is backstage waiting to talk to us.
Well. WWF Universe, you know what time it is. The best in the world is here, and tonight I'm stepping into the most chaotic, unpredictable battlefield in this business, the Royal Rumble. 30 men, one ring, one shot at immortality, and you better believe I'm walking in with my eyes on the prize. You see, I've been watching, waiting, and now I'm here to remind every single one of those 29 other dreamers why CM Punk is the name that still echoes in this industry. The Royal Rumble ain't just a match, it's a war. It's a proving ground, and I've got something to prove to the doubters, to the haters, to every single person who thought I'd stay gone. Your wake-up call is coming. I don't care who's in that ring, big men, small men, legends or rookies. You step in with me, you're getting outworked, outsmarted, and outlasted. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to throw hands, toss bodies over the top rope, and become the WWF Champion.
Great to hear from a determined-sounding CM Punk there. Now, let's go back to earlier this evening on Sunday Night Heat, where Val Venus had a few words to say to the fans.
Hello, ladies. The Big Valbowski is back in the house, ready to make every heart in this arena and around the world skip a beat. You see, for years I've been the man who's kept the temperature rising, the pulses racing, and the ladies smiling from coast to coast. When Val Venus steps into the room, you know it's going to be a blockbuster night, if you catch my drift. But lately, something ain't sitting right with the Big Valbowski. I've been out here, giving my all, charm, good looks, and a one-way ticket to Pleasureville. Yet it seems the ladies out there, they're turning their backs on me. I see you, scrolling your phones, chasing after these bad boys, these so-called alpha types who treat you like dirt. And you know what? I'm sick of it. I've spent years being the nice guy, the guy who opens doors, who whispers sweet nothings, who makes every night feel like a 5-star feature film. But you know what I've learned? Women don't want nice men. Nah, you want the jerks, the liars, the guys who leave you crying in the group chat. Well, guess what, ladies? The Big Valbowski's done playing nice. From now on, I ain't here to make your hearts flutter. I'm here to break 'em. I'm done with the roses, the romance, and the respect. You want a bad guy? You got one. I'm gonna walk into this locker room, take what I want, and leave every one of these so-called superstars wishing they never crossed the new Val Venus. And to all the ladies who turned their noses up at me, you're gonna regret it when you see what you're missing. This is the new Big Valbowski. Meaner, leaner, and done with being your dreamboat. From now on, I'm every man's nightmare and every woman's regret. Get used to it.
Yo, Val! Man, that promo you dropped tonight? Straight fire. Talking about how the ladies don't want a good guy, they want a bad guy? You're speaking my language, brother. Had the whole arena losing their minds.
Gino, it's simple math. I spent years playing the nice guy, giving the fans what they thought they wanted. But the second I ditched the towel and the smiles, the ladies are eating it up. Bad guys get the DMs, man. What's good?
That's exactly why I'm here, Val. You're out there breaking hearts, stirring up trouble, and I'm loving this new vibe. You're a problem now, and I'm thinking we could be a bigger problem together. I got a proposition for you.
A proposition, huh? All right, Hernandez. You got my attention. What's the play?
Let's go for a walk. Stretch our legs and we can talk it through.
This is Christy Hemme, live backstage, and I'm here with the game Triple H. Hunter, the WWF Universe is buzzing about tonight's 30-man Royal Rumble match, where you're one of the top contenders for the match and the WWF Championship. What's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind? Christy, I'm thinking about how I'm going to walk into that ring, toss out 29 other chumps, and punch my ticket to WrestleMania. I'm the game, and tonight I'm taking back what's mine, the WWF Championship.
That's some serious confidence. Hunter, the Royal Rumble is unpredictable. And this year, you're up against guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Braun Breaker. What's your strategy to outlast them all?
Strategy? It's called being better than everybody else, Christy. I'm the smartest guy in that locker room. Austin can rattle his beer cans, Rock can flap his gums, Braun can lumber around, doesn't matter. The Rumble's a chess game, and I'm the king. I'll let those idiots wear each other out, then I'll pick them off one by one.
One last question, Hunter. Any words for the WWF fans and the 29 other superstars in the Royal Rumble?
To the fans, keep booing. You're just jealous of greatness. To the 29 wannabes in the Rumble, you're stepping into my world. Bring your stunners, your people's elbows, your stupid masks. It won't save you. When that bell rings, it's game over. I'm winning the Royal Rumble, I'm going to WrestleMania, and I'm taking the WWF Championship. Because I am the game, and I'm that damn good.
There you have it, folks. Triple H is ready to dominate the Royal Rumble and set his sights on WWF title. Will the game come out on top? Find out later tonight.
Thanks, Christy. Back to in-ring action now as Gino Hernandez faces Mankind. And what a rivalry this has been so far. Here we go, folks. Gino Hernandez taking on the unhinged Mankind in what promises to be an absolute war. Gino, the cocky technical wizard, struts around the ring, smirking at the crowd, while Mankind's rocking back and forth, that eerie mask hiding whatever madness is brewing. Gino's not waiting. He charges in, ducking Mankind's wild swing and firing off a crisp dropkick right to the face. Mankind stumbles and Gino pounces, stomping away at that battered mask, targeting the face with surgical precision. Hernandez is all business tonight, looking to keep this technical and avoid Mankind's brawling chaos. Gino grabs Mankind's arm, wrenching it into a hammerlock, but Mankind powers out, shoving Gino into the corner with a snarl. Mankind charges, but Gino sidesteps, sending Mankind crashing shoulder first into the post. Hernandez smells blood, climbing to the second rope and driving a knee right into Mankind's face as he staggers out. The crowd's booing Gino's cheap tactics, but he's eating it up, flashing that $1 million grin. He drags Mankind up, snapping off a picture-perfect neckbreaker, and goes for a cover. 1, 2. Mankind kicks out with force, tossing Gino halfway across the ring. Mankind's fired up now, feeding off the crowd's energy. He grabs Gino by the hair, hurling him into the ropes and catching him with a bone-rattling clothesline. Gino's rocked, and Mankind follows up with a running knee lift, sending Hernandez sprawling to the mat. Mankind's not done. He pulls Gino up, hooks both arms, and plants him with a double-arm DDT. The crowd's going wild as Mankind covers. 1, 2. Gino barely gets a shoulder up. Mankind's pacing, muttering to himself, maybe thinking about that mandible claw, but look who's coming down the ramp. It's Val Venus, strutting to ringside with that leather jacket and a smug look, towel slung over his shoulder. The crowd's buzzing as Val starts jawing at the fans, distracting the ref. Mankind's glaring at him, but Gino takes advantage, raking Mankind's eyes and shoving him into the ropes. Hernandez with a quick schoolboy roll-up, but Mankind powers out at 2. Gino's frustrated, slamming the mat, and Val's still at ringside, yelling something at the ref to keep his attention. Mankind charges Gino, but Hernandez ducks and hits a slick drop toe hold, sending Mankind face first into the turnbuckle. Gino's back on the attack, stomping away at Mankind's face again, those boots targeting that mask like it's personal. He drags Mankind to the center, locking in a grounded chin headlock, grinding his knee into Mankind's spine to wear him down. The crowd's rallying behind Mankind, chanting his name, and he starts to stir, feeding off that energy. Mankind fights to his feet, elbowing out of the hold, and catches Gino with a hard back elbow. He follows up with a swinging neckbreaker of his own, and now Mankind's rolling. He grabs Gino, tossing him to the outside, and follows with a wild dive through the ropes, crashing into Hernandez and sending both men into the barricade. The ref's counting as Mankind pulls Gino up, slamming his head into the steel steps. Val Venus is circling closer, shouting at Mankind, trying to get in his head. Mankind snaps, chasing Val around the ring, but Gino capitalizes, clipping Mankind's knee from behind. Hernandez rolls Mankind back in, climbing the top rope. Diving elbow drop connects right to Mankind's chest. Cover 1, 2, Mankind kicks out again. Gino's losing his cool, arguing with the ref while Val's still lurking, tossing insults from ringside. Mankind's hulking up, shaking off the pain. He grabs Gino, hurling him into the corner and unloading with a flurry of punches. The crowd's on fire as Mankind hits a running bulldog, planting Gino face first. He signals for the mandible claw, but Val hops onto the apron, waving that towel and screaming at the ref. Mankind turns, swiping at Val, who drops down, but the distraction's enough. Gino sneaks in with a blatant low blow right behind the ref's back. Mankind's doubled over, and Gino hooks him for a roll-up, grabbing a fistful of tights for leverage. 1, 2, 3. Gino steals it. Gino Hernandez defeats Mankind via pinfall at 14-12 with a roll-up aided by Val Venus's distraction and a handful of tights. The crowd's livid as Gino and Val high-five, strutting up the ramp, leaving Mankind seething in the ring. What a despicable victory for the handsome half-breed and his new ally.